Picture a battlefield where both sides have the same tanks, planes, and missiles. But one side has software that thinks faster, not better weapons. Faster, smarter decisions. That speed can decide wars. And yet, almost nobody is talking about how AI, not missiles, is already changing the shape of armies. This is the story of the AI-fueled armies nobody is talking about. For centuries, military advantage came from numbers. More ships, more tanks, more shells. Today, hardware still matters, but something else matters even more: the software that turns data into decisions. Sensors, satellites, radars, drones, phones, all pour out torrents of information. The side that can sift, fuse, and act on that data the fastest often wins the opening moves. Imagine two commanders given the same satellite images. The human-driven side spends hours or even days poring over photos. The AI-enabled side has computer vision that tags and geolocates likely targets in seconds, fuses phone location and commercial satellite data, and spits out ranked recommendations. That's not science fiction. It's how militaries are structuring their operations today. As the White House has noted, AI is era-defining for national security. The U.S. Army is running Project Convergence, a sustained effort to link sensors and automation so targeting decisions can be faster and more precise, effectively shortening the kill chain. Other Western militaries and startups are building platforms that fuse imagery, signals, logistics, and human reporting into a single decision layer. If you want to see how AI is changing war today, look at Ukraine. Drones, cheap, plentiful, and increasingly autonomous, have redefined how small units can find and disable big systems. Computer vision add-ons and guidance systems let inexpensive quadcopters do the final leg of an attack, even when pilots lose control or GPS is jammed. We've also seen claims that AI and algorithmic lists are being used for target identification in Gaza. Reporting suggests the existence of high-volume targeting systems that generate many candidate targets per day, raising serious questions about human oversight and accountability when commanders treat algorithmic lists as if they were human decisions. These aren't edge cases. They reflect a deeper shift. AI doesn't just make weapons smarter. It automates large parts of the intelligence, planning, and targeting cycle. That means wars can be faster, but faster decisions increase the chance of catastrophic errors. The wrong building flagged, the wrong person identified. A machine's confidence can seduce human operators into trusting it too much. In long wars, volume decides outcomes. Recent conflicts show that whoever can produce more munitions, more drones, and more spare parts will often grind the opponent down. That's why mass-producible autonomous systems are so attractive. You can make many relatively cheap, smart systems instead of a few exquisite ones. And this is where the geopolitical stakes get very high. Why does this matter globally? Taiwan makes the lion's share of the most advanced semiconductors that power AI chips. Disruption to those factories would rupture the world's ability to produce the GPUs, data center parts, and advanced electronics that underpin both AI and advanced military systems. That combination, AI capability plus factory scale, explains why states and firms are racing. Autonomy gives a tactical advantage. Mass production sustains a strategy. If an adversary can field thousands of cheap autonomous systems that coordinate intelligently, numerical superiority can be amplified, not erased. A new defense ecosystem is emerging. Traditional defense primes once dominated procurement. Now agile startups with faster release cycles and software-first models are delivering capability quickly. Companies like Anduril have built autonomy platforms intended to connect sensors, weapons, and humans into a single battle operating system. This shift also pulls in commercial cloud and compute providers. The data models and secure compute needed to run battlefield AI often sit with major commercial firms. This raises sensitive legal and ethical questions. Who controls the models, who can inspect them, and who can deny service? There's a political angle too. Many tech firms pushed back on defense partnerships in the past decade. But the demands of national security, plus the economics of scale, mean private tech and defense are becoming bound together again, with big implications for procurement, oversight, and civil-military boundaries. Ethicists and lawyers stress one key point: the most controversial step, the final lethal decision, is only one link in a chain of morally fraught choices. Identification, targeting, and prioritization are all now automated to varying degrees. and each can shift responsibility away from humans. Humans tend to trust authoritative-sounding outputs. When an algorithm gives you a neat, ranked list of targets, there's real pressure to act quickly and to defer critical judgment. That creates a moral hazard. Speed and clarity can mask uncertainty. Even where international law tries to constrain weapons, the trend is messy. Many regulations explicitly exclude military uses from civilian AI laws. In practice, that means states are reluctant to hamstring their own defense capabilities, which feeds an AI arms race with few guardrails. We have to face what's plausible, not just accidental targeting errors, but scaling failures, an autonomous fleet, misidentifying civilian clusters, software supply chain sabotage, or cascading automation errors that outpace human oversight. But there are concrete steps to reduce this risk while preserving the benefits. We can invest in robust testing and red teaming, require explainability and audit logs for targeting systems, fund independent verification, and create international norms for where and how autonomy is used. Design also matters. Systems that prioritize human understanding with clear uncertainty metrics, decision rationales, and reversible automation. Let commanders make better calls and make it easier to hold people accountable. AI is not a magic wand or a moral evil, it's a force multiplier. And like every force multiplier in history, it will be used by whoever moves fastest. That means we must move fast and wisely, invest in safety, make rules that stick, and never confuse speed for rightness. The real question is this: will democracies lead in both capability and responsibility, or will the race force everyone to choose speed over judgment? The future of warfare, and of many of the freedoms we cherish, depends on that answer. I hope you have found this informative and eye-opening. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.